Hi everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to have you here, guys. So as you can see, today I want to share my thoughts on 4 fragrances for the summertime. These are all for the summertime from the house of AHMED Al Maghribi. It is the house that I have been testing a lot of their fragrances lately, and yes, today I chose to share my thoughts about a fragrance called Anab, about a fragrance called Little Hearts. What a cute name. About a fragrance called Layya, and about a fragrance called Kalemah. For Layya, I have a decant, and for the other ones, I have some samples. These three for sure lean more on the feminine side. This one, it's a unisex that pulls very masculine. So I will start, I think I will actually start, no, you know what? I will leave this one for last because it's the strongest one and it is such a strong and powerful fragrance. And I will leave it for last because I want to smell these ones. I want to properly smell the softer ones prior. So yes, guys, let's start with a fragrance called Layya. Now for this one, I don't have the notes. I have a decant of this one, and but I will tell you, I will insert the note somewhere over here, and I will tell you pretty much what I can get out of this one. So yes, let's spray it. Oh, surprisingly, this is very oily as well, just like a lot of fragrances from AHMED Al Maghribi. They have a very high oil concentration, guys, and this is not just a thing for marketing. Like, genuinely, they have such a high oil concentration. I would say somewhere similar to Montal or Mansera fragrances, so keep that in mind. Don't spray them. Like, if you happen to live in the Middle East, or if you happen to find some AHMED Al Maghribi fragrances at your local Middle Eastern fragrance store, don't spray them on fabrics. Try to spray them on skin, because a lot of these ones can actually stain your clothes if you wear more breezy, lighter colored summery fabrics. Yes, this is a floral. I would say like a fresh floral fragrance. It's not particularly sweet, but it has a sweetness in the background. Perhaps it has some vanilla or something. Some like citruses, like soft citruses in the background, like orange. Yes, and I can also smell some tuberose, I think, in this one. I'm not sure if it has listed tuberose or not. Now, the thing is, for me, this one screams summertime. You could wear this one all year round, but to me, I associate these sort of smells with summer. Now, don't get me wrong, scent-wise, it smells very beautiful. It's, I would say, more elegant take on a fresh floral fragrance. It doesn't smell juvenile, but it doesn't smell mature. I would say it's pretty ageless, this one. Women who are past 20 years old could easily wear a fragrance like this one, you know, as long as you enjoy florals. It has something, perhaps it has some amber accord in the base, because this one actually has some depth to it, and it has a lot of musk as well. The musk is clean. The musk, even though it's clean, guys, but it does not smell like fresh laundry, like pure musk from Latafa, but it doesn't smell either like that very crisp, white, clean, very hard, not hard, very powerful musk that you have in Supreme, for instance. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I keep playing with my hair, I'm very sorry. This is what I wanted to tell you, that it's not as powerful or as strong as the musk in Supreme from AHMED Al Maghribi. That was a very clean, crisp, white musk, you know? This fragrance genuinely doesn't say much to me. I mean, what I can get from this one, guys, it's like a soft pink rose mixed with peony, so it has these sorts of flowers. You have also some like abstract white florals in the background, but like only a touch of them. This is not a dominant white floral. I get a lot of peony, or something that's similar to peony. When I smell it, like not like when I smell it the first time, but like when I smell it deeper, something soft, a little bit green and very soft in the background. This is pretty much like a very easy to enjoy, safe blind buy kind of fragrance, but honestly it's not my favorite. I do think that there are other floral fragrances that are more beautiful for the summertime. This one generally doesn't tell me anything, like it doesn't move me, it doesn't make me feel anything. I'm like, I don't know, like it doesn't touch me in any way, you know, like it's just nice. It smells nice. This is what I can tell you. I think you could easily give this one to someone, but this is the kind of fragrance that you've smelled before. Like this DNA you've smelled before, or like bits and pieces of this one you've smelled in other fragrances. This is not a very unique fragrance. I would say this is a typical designer DNA. It doesn't have a Middle Eastern vibe, by the way. It doesn't smell bad, don't get me wrong. It smells like, scent-wise, it's done very well. It smells very smooth, you know, it smells very great. It doesn't smell harsh to the nose. To me, I don't know, like it lacks something to make it like worth checking it out, you know? Yes, you have some crisp citruses, you have a bit of peony, a bit of vanilla in the background. You have like some like a pink rose, but like a floral take on a rose, you know, this is not a dark. This is very bright, this is very light, this is almost like a little bit sparkling. It is still dense. This is why I think it has some an amber accord in the base, because it still has depth to it. And also very musky. I mean, it is pretty much what it is. Now in terms of performance, not abysmal. But it lasts very well because it's very oily and the oils will stick wherever you apply it, to your skin, to your hair, to your clothes. So longevity is quite good on this one, above average. Overall, by how it smells, by how oily it is, I don't know if you can see, this is like a very oily fragrance, so longevity is not an issue. Now, this is not the kind of fragrance that you wear to like make a statement. To me, this is the kind of fragrance that you wear perhaps when you don't know what to wear. This could be your easy reach. Or when you want something that like it's almost impossible for anyone to be bothered by it, this is the sort of fragrance that you could reach for. But personally, I think you can find better ones. Let's move on to the other ones. Let's move on to a fragrance that I'm actually slightly obsessed with. The fragrance is called Anab, and I have a sample of this one. But the thing is, I think my sample is broken or something, because the fragrance leaked. This one, again, a lot of oil concentration. Okay, this one, guys. Okay, this one is delicious. This one, I'm like low-key obsessed with it. This one, you know what? You know what it smells like? It smells like kiwi. It smells like kiwi, chocolate, white chocolate that's very, very like thick, creamy and dense, and vanilla. And a little bit of musk in the background, but the musk is more subdued. This one smells so delicious. Like, to me, it is a gourmand fragrance, but it's not edible. You don't smell like food. You don't smell like you've rubbed kiwi all over your body, you know? You smell like an interpretation of a kiwi or kiwi note, you know? But it smells delicious to me. Okay, this one, the thing is, I've put this one in my cart and I've removed it and I've put it back again and I wanted to order it and then I decided maybe not. The thing is, it smells young, it smells juvenile, but in a good way. I don't know, it's like, it smells delicious basically. This is the kind of fragrance that a 14-year-old could wear, but like a 70 or 80-year-old woman could wear if they want to embody, I don't know, those like young, happy, sweet, delicious, feminine kind of vibe, you know? It's very different to the kind of fragrance that I usually reach for. I could say it's even the polar opposite, you know, but it just has something about it that makes it so addicting. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it has some floral chords in the notes breakdown. I get no floral chords, no particular floral accords. Imagine how kiwi smells, okay? And you take a very sweet, melted, thick, creamy white chocolate, and you take those scent profiles and you put it into a body lotion, you know, or like body lotion, or body butter, because it's thicker, it's creamier, it's milkier, not milky, it's creamier. Let's put it with creamier. So basically, it doesn't smell like real food, but it smells like how a body lotion with this note would smell like, you know, without having that like lotion attached to it. This doesn't smell like lotion. I think this is very young. This is very feminine, guys. This is delicious. Like, it's almost like I want to lick it, you know. I want to do like, you know, to taste it, because it smells so good. Now, the only problem is, for me personally, I'm thinking, when could I wear this fragrance? Summertime, for sure. This screams summertime to me. Or perhaps cozy date night. Or perhaps, I don't know. The thing is, I feel like it doesn't match with my personality necessarily, but like the scent is so delicious and it smells so good that it's almost like you cannot not like it, you know? Even though it smells young, like I told you, it's not like a mature take on these notes. No, it smells very young. It smells perhaps like a 14-year-old kind of fragrance, but for me, somehow it still manages to be ageless. Yes, summer. It smells like a little bit tropical, but not too tropical. Like I said, to me it smells like kiwi and white chocolate, but like a very sweet white chocolate. If I'm not mistaken, this also has some woody notes listed, if I remember correctly. you get no woods here basically, so don't be afraid. Like, this is not a dark fragrance, this is bright, thick, dense, rich, creamy, sweet, edible, or like lickable. Is lickable a word in English? I don't know, but it's like lickable, you know, like it, like I said, it's almost like you want to taste it. It smells fake, you know, like, but fake in, how to say, like without sounding weird, like I've mentioned before, it doesn't smell like you take kiwi and white chocolate and you rub them on your body, you know. It smells fake in the sense that like it's the imaginary notes of those two in a feminine hygiene care product for women. This is a very casual fragrance. I don't think it's an elegant fragrance, so if your vibe is elegant, sophisticated, classy, this fragrance is like the opposite of that. This is like non-elegant, non-sophisticated, very casual, very playful, inviting, sweet, young as well, you know, girly. This is very girly as well. But what I like about it is the sweetness and the fact that, guys, it's like, I'm telling you, like, it's almost like I want to taste it, you know, but I know it doesn't taste good, so I'm not even trying, but like, it makes me want to taste it, you know. So yes, performance for this one, not a beast mode, but it lasts more than 5 hours on the skin. Like, let's move on to the third fragrance for summer. This one is called Little Hearts, and guys, like, the bottle is so cute and the name, I find it so cute. Like, I really like how this one is, I really like the marketing, the idea behind everything. Okay, so this one, guys, in my opinion, it's Ahmed Al Maghribi's take on Erba Pura by Xerjof, but with a twist at the same time. Like, okay, you know what, when I first smelled this one, it reminded me of 3 fragrances. First, it reminded me of Erba Pura by Xerjof the most. Then it reminded me of Jasmine Whisk by Rasasi, and then it reminded me of Arish by Latafa. And I would say, compared to all these ones, the least similar it is to Jasmine Whisk, because like I've mentioned in previous videos, to my nose and in my opinion, Jasmine Whisk is like an interpretation of Erba Pura, but you tone down that musky, shampooy touch and you have a thicker, denser, deeper, richer base. Now this one, you take again the DNA of Erba Pura, you have the yellow tropical fruits as well, but this one has like an added touch of like a crisp, sweet red fruit note or accord in the opening. It has a slight shampooy touch to it, so if you do not like fragrances that pull in that direction, I don't think you will, or you would enjoy this one. Ahmed Al Maghribi also does like body care products or like home scented products for everything, and I actually have this scent in the body gel version. This is the one, this is how it looks. It comes in 30 ml. Yeah, and basically it's the same scent. The same scent that you have in the fragrance, you have it in the body gel. But the body gel, it has a very interesting, sorry for the noise. The body gel, guys, it has a very interesting texture. It's very silicone-y. So when you put it on your skin, it's not like a body lotion, you know, that it's supposed to moisturize your skin as well. It's almost like you put a veil on your skin that's like semi-matte, how to say. So it does not give you shine, you know, it doesn't give you that like lotiony touch, you know, but it makes your skin very smooth because of the silicones. I think this one has a lot of silicone or dimethicone or something in it. Now back to this fragrance. This changes a little bit, but within its own family, or like within its own scent, you know. It's not like you apply one fragrance and then at the end of the day you have like a totally different fragrance. I would say the muskiness, as you wear it, it's toned down, but also you get more of the vanilla, and you also have an amber accord here because you have a thicker, denser base, so it doesn't pull into the shampoo touch, you know. You have the shampooy undertone in the opening, but as you wear it, it gets sweeter, creamier. The muskiness starts to be a bit more toned down, but the same fruitiness that you have it in the opening, you will have it all throughout. I mean, what to tell you, it's not a new scent DNA for me. And another one, if you've tried Latafa Anab White, it's similar to that one as well, very similar to that one as well. So it's not a new scent profile for me, and it might not be a new scent profile for you. Between this one and Jasmine Whisk, honestly, I prefer Jasmine Whisk. It's stronger and it has more depth to it. It has, I would say, more of a unique touch to it, you know. Yeah, with tropical fruit like pineapple and like cranberry in the opening, I don't know. Because it's like also a little bit crisp, you know. It's like sweet, fruity, but clean and crisp. So it's not like a body lotion, but it's like a sweet, fruity, but clean and crisp. And I really like that. 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 That's the fruity accord that I get. And you also have this like yellow tropical fruity accord. You have the musk that I've told you, it's like lean, it's not a powdery musk. And then you have vanilla and amber that gives like this sweetness, creaminess in the base, you know. Now I think this is a very inoffensive fragrance, this is a very feminine fragrance, this is like perhaps even a girly fragrance. I do like how it smells. But I actually prefer it in the body gel version because I find that I can use this one and layer this one with a lot of my other fragrances, because you know I already have like jasmine wisp, so and even though I like that scent profile, but I'm not really looking to have like multiples, you know, from that same scent family. Now I like this fragrance, I think it's an easy reach, I think it's a very safe fragrance, I think it's a perfect summery fragrance. Like this DNA is very popular nowadays, but still Ahmed Al Maghribi did it with a twist, you know. It's not like they're not trying to be like a one-on-one dupe to that one. I think this is their inspired by version. So we got to the last fragrance, which is also the strongest fragrance in today's video. This one is called Kalemah, and I have a sample for this one. And you know what, I will read you the notes because I actually have them right here. So in the top you have orange, pineapple, apple and berry. In the heart you have pink pepper, roses, white flower and magnolia. In the base you have white musk, oud tarat, I don't know what that is, vanilla and amber. Now right from the start guys, the packaging for this one, the note breakdown and everything, like the look and the vibe they went for, I think it can be very misleading. I mean, you look at this one and you might think it's like, I don't know, like a sweet vanilla scent, or like a solar fragrance, or like a summer fragrance, or like anyways like a fragrance that is supposed to lean more on the feminine side. And in my opinion, this, first of all, this is such a heavy scent and it is so strong on the oud note that I think men could appreciate this one more than women. Also, it's not listed, but I get leather. Like, I am almost certain it has leather. But I will describe it to you in such a way, again, that if you close your eyes and if you listen to me, you can picture how this fragrance smells like. This to me is more of an artistic fragrance, guys. And honestly, I don't want to spray it on me because it's very strong and I have to, and I know I will have to wash twice or 3 times to get the scent off. But for the video, I think I will. I don't have any room left, so I will spray this one in my palms here. But I've already smelled this one on its own, so I'm familiar with the scent profile. Again, very oily as well, so keep this in mind. Also this, I mean, it has like a slight tint to it. Okay, so right when you smell it, guys, like the oud, it like hits you straight in the face. It's very strong, it's the dominant note all throughout the fragrance. And the oud is fickle. It has like shitty barnyard undertones, but like very pronounced. It's not like a subdued barnyard oud there in the background, like for instance it is with pearl oud. The oud is there, but it's like mixed with the tuberose, so it's like, it's almost like those two notes in that fragrance complemented each other. This one, when you spray it and when you smell it, it hits you right in the face. But it's such a beautiful fragrance, like it's such a powerful statement-like fragrance for the summertime. And this is what I would call a summer oud. And let me explain you what I mean by summer oud. So yes, you know, the oud in fragrances, you can find oud basically in a lot of different mixes. The most popular one being oud and rose. Everybody, I'm sure everybody, at least everybody who's watching my videos have smelled at least one oud and rose combo. But you can have oud in mixes that are geared or like are made for summertime or for high heat. And this is one of them in my opinion, because this one is mixed. I mean, honestly, forget the nose breakdown. It will not help you at all because like a bunch of the notes there, you will not even smell it. Yes, this has a fruity touch in the opening, but it's not a sugary fruity touch. You have pineapple. The pineapple, I can easily detect it. It's a little bit sweet right when you first spray it, but the sweetness quickly fades away, and as you wear it, the fruity accord that was once in the opening on the sweeter side, as you wear it, it becomes more cooling and more refreshing. And this aspect, the fact that it has this like refreshing, energizing, cooling touch to it, is what makes the oud wearable in the summertime. When I smell this one for the first few times, this is the image that popped in my mind. Okay, so you are somewhere, okay, so imagine this, you are at the countryside, okay, on a very hot summer day, and you go near the stables, near the horse stables, and it's so hot that you want to make like a smoothie, but like a smoothie with ice, you know, and you put there like, you put there pineapple, and you put there like a little bit of lime and a little bit of lemon, because you have also, the fragrance has this like lemony touch to it, but like in a soft way. It's more heavy on pineapple than on lemon. But like I was saying, you're at the stables, near the horse stables, and you choose to make yourself like a refreshing drink for the summer with fruits and ice and citruses. So you put there some citruses, but like imagine like as you are preparing for the juice, you know, like as you are like squeezing the citruses, you get this like burst of like citruses that are like little bit bitter, little bit sweet, but very fresh and energizing, because I feel like citruses are very energizing. You have the pineapple that adds this like sweet tropical fruity touch, and as you are doing all of this, like the wind is blowing and you get whiffs from the stables, so you get this very strong and pronounced and nuanced skanky oud, and you also get leather hints, let's say, but like a leather that's been left in the sun, you know. So imagine like I said, you're at the horse stables, like you have like those like leather based equipment used for horses, you know. Now imagine you forgot those in the sun, you know, so like the leather got very warm. So you get the skanky oud from the stables, you get the leather that's been left in the sun, and then you also get like the lemonade, or like fruity lemonade that you are making. So it's like all of these scents combined. The strongest one to my nose is definitely the oud, and I do think if you are not a lover of oud, and now I'm not talking about like woody kind of oud or like medicinal sort of oud, like you need to appreciate a good dose of skank in your oud to appreciate this fragrance. But if you manage to appreciate this sort of notes, I think this is a fragrance that you have to try, because it is so unique, it is so artistic. And I'm not even mentioning the performance. The performance for this one, it's so strong and it projects. I mean, perhaps it's even a bit stronger than you wish it to be, you know, depending on where you choose to wear this fragrance. Like the fruity accord that in the beginning was like a little bit sweet, now you lose some of the sweetness and it gets cooler, like cooling, refreshing, energizing, also almost a little bit bitter as well, and the citrusy touch is more pronounced. Yes, it's very strong, and it's like you have almost like a hint of an aromatic touch in there, but like the oud and the leather are the most dominant notes. The oud even more than the leather. I feel like the skanky oud is overpowering the leather. Now, as you wear this one, indeed, the oud starts to tone down a little bit, but it never loses that skank undertones. It's a very unique and artistic fragrance. It stands out, and it has a very particular scent profile that you love it or you hate it. So this is why I say don't blame by this one. Don't be fooled by the very beautiful looking bottle. Don't be fooled by the notes breakdown, because the main thing you will smell when you apply this one is the oud, and the oud, believe me, for my nose is very strong. I love oud in fragrances. I can tolerate a certain dose of skanky oud, but this has a lot of skank to it, guys. Like, I mean, it smells like it has a fecal undertone. Let's put it like this, a fecal undertone. Like a very pronounced fecal undertone, but it works with that refreshing touch. Yes, this is a summer oud in my opinion. If you've been looking for a summer oud, and if you are a oud lover, I am sure you will love this one. Guys, this lasts and projects, and the performance for this one is like, it performs. Like, performance not an issue, especially if you're a man. Okay, maybe you know what, I think I should touch more about gender. Okay, so for me, and for what I like in general, this, I would prefer to smell it on a man. I think on a man, it would shine the best. But keep in mind, for me, citruses and oud, or like citrusy and oud, citrusy and woody notes, citrusy, anything that's citrusy and that's like refreshing, energizing, and doesn't have anything sweet behind, or like, I associate it more with men's fragrances. So this, to me, I would say it leans more on the masculine side. But if you're a woman and you enjoy citruses and you love oud, I think you could pull this one off. Honestly, I think you could pull this one off. I could not pull this one off. This is not the kind of fragrance that I would reach for. Maybe only when I'm in the comfort of my own home to test it, to smell it, you know. Because this is something I wanted to point out as well. This is not just a fragrance. To me, this is more of an experience. This is something else, you know. This, even though you like it, you want it, or you don't like it and you don't want it, but you need to give this fragrance time, because it's very easy to, like, if you judge this one too quickly, you will say it smells like shit, you will throw it, and end of story. But it's more than that, you know. So this falls into the artistic side of fragrances for me personally. Now, if you're a man, to me this one needs heat and it needs summer. I mean, in winter, I don't know if the citrusy accord wouldn't turn bitter. Yes, it, guys, like, it genuinely smells like you're at the stables and you have, like, you're near your horse stables, okay, at the countryside. So you get the smell of the horses from the stables, you get the smell of the leather that's been left in the sun, and you get this smell while you are preparing yourself like a refreshing summer beverage, like a non-alcoholic beverage. That's the vibe that I get. This is the best way to put it. It's a statement fragrance for the summer. It's a fragrance that no matter where you go, like two sprays, maybe 3 sprays of this one is all you need, but like 3 sprays, like if you're being generous, you know. 3 sprays if you like really want to like capture everybody's attention when you walk into a room. So yes, guys, those were the 4 fragrances that I wanted to talk about in today's video from the house of Ahmed Al Maghribi. I have a lot more videos coming with fragrances from this house. So yes, like, let's do a short recap. Now, in terms of Layya, I like it. It smells great. You cannot go wrong with this one if you purchase it, as long as you enjoy florals. As it stays on my skin, the freshness, it starts to tone down. It's like a floral that has a little bit of a creaminess, but not sweetness. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's not one that I say like you have to get your nose on this one. It smells great. If you're a lover of florals, if you find a decant of this one, get it, test it, and see for yourself. But for me, honestly, it's boring. I'm honest, it's a little bit boring. Now, the other one, Anab. Okay, this one, okay, like, I am almost certain that I will have this one in my collection, because I love how this one smells. Like, it's so sweet, it's so creamy, it's so delicious. Like, even now when I smell it, it's like I want to lick it, you know. I like to taste it, because it's like such a delicious scent profile. Now, as far as Little Hearts, it's beautiful. I mean, I cannot tell you it's not beautiful, because I love the DNA of this one. But I would say, if you don't have any fragrances with that DNA or from that same family and you want to try something, try this one. It's affordable, lasts amazing. Yeah, see, now that it's staying, I get a lot of the amber, but amber without the labdanum accord. Amber made with the benzoin accord. Now, as for Kalemah, I don't know what to tell you about this fragrance. It's definitely, it's worth, I will tell you this. If you enjoy a good oud, a good summer oud, it's worth smelling it. I would say get this one without any expectations if you decide to blind buy it. And let yourself be surprised by the scent, you know. So yes, guys, this is everything I wanted to tell you about these fragrances. Please, if you have any of these 4 fragrances in your collection, let me know what you think about them. I would love to know what you think of each and every one of this one. My personal favorite from these 4 is definitely Anab, because of how delicious and edible it is, or lickable, or however you say it. And the one that surprised me the most, it's Kalemah, because of its artistic, out of the box, out of the ordinary, everything but not basic vibe that this one has, you know. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to tell me something, please put it in the comment section down below, and I promise that I will get back to you. You can follow me on Instagram here. So yes, sending you lots of love, hugs, positive energy. So yes, thank you for watching, and I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye, guys. Mwah.